Far too often, women do not get the recognition they deserve in the history books. The women of the American Revolution are no exception to this rule. Women played a meaningful role in the founding of our country, and it is important that we remember the impact they have had on our history. This is Abigail Adams. She's the wife of John Adams, but that's not her only accomplishment. She was an adamant supporter of women's rights, and her and John fought about it quite frequently. As a colonial feminist, Abigail Adams believed that education was very important, and she even taught herself how to speak French. Abigail also played a crucial role in aiding John Adams in his diplomatic endeavors to France and Britain. Additionally, Abigail Adams vehemently opposed the idea of slavery and spoke out against it frequently. Our next woman of the Revolution is not as well known as our previous subject, but her actions are nevertheless remarkable. Nancy Hart was a woman residing in the colony of North Carolina, who one day had the misfortune of answering her front door to find that multiple redcoat soldiers who didn't believe her when she said she didn't know the location of the man they were looking for. So they took shelter in her home. But unlike most colonists, Nancy did not take this lying down. She ran to her daughter and said,
"The British are here, the British are here! Go warn the neighbors!"
"Oh no!" Meanwhile, Nancy took matters into her own hands and stole the redcoats' weapons while they were eating. "Return that weapon in the name of the king now."
Taking out of that raw sheet.
And that redcoat certainly learned his lesson. Also, historians have found what they believe to be the other redcoats' remains under the Hart cabin, leading them to believe that Nancy took care of them as well. Our final installment in the Women of the Revolution isn't so much a singular woman as much as a group of women who played a very important role in winning the war. Nurses would attempt to keep the camp as clean and sanitary as they knew how, changing out bedpans and reapplying bandages. They fed the soldiers and kept America's ranks from depleting too quickly, assisting America in winning the war. Overall, while colonial women don't get the recognition that, say, Paul Revere receives, they deserve to be remembered for the impact on history they have made. Their contributions to our nation are still very influential and inspiring to this day.